Afternoon, everyone. Here are the answers for the 6 questions. So question number 1, you're finding 35% of 902. Now, I've put up here in the top right-hand corner, 10% equals dividing the number by 10. So to find 10% of 902, we need to divide it by 10. And as you know, when you divide by 10, you move all of these digits one place to the right. Now, there is an imaginary decimal point there, so you move it one place over the decimal point, which leaves us with 90.02. 0.2, sorry. Okay, now to find 30% of a number, we need to multiply whatever 10% was by 3, because 3 tens are 30. So I've put it into a formal method here, 90.2, and I'm going to multiply each of these digits by 3. So 2 3s, 6, drop the decimal point down, 3 times 0 is 0, and 3 times 9 is 27. So 270.6 is actually 30% of 902. Now, we need to find an extra 5% to make 35%. So to find 5% of the number, you need to half whatever 10% was, because half of 10 is 5. Okay, so we know that half of 90 is 45. Let's drop that decimal point down again, and half of 2 is 1. So 45.1 is 5% of 902. So we found 5%, we found 30%. The last thing that we need to do is add them together, and that will give us our 35% that we are looking for. So if I put it below the 270.6 and add them together using the formal method, that will then give you my answer. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Drop the decimal point down. 0 plus 5 is 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. So carry that 1 over, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. So 315.7 is your answer. Okay. Question 2. 6.36 multiplied by 3. You're going to put it into a formal method and then multiply each of these digits by 3. So 3 6s, 18. Carry the 1 over. 3 3s are 9, plus the 1 is 10. Again, carry the 1 over. Drop the decimal point down. Must remember to do that. And 3 multiplied by 6 is 18, and plus the 1 is 19. So 19.08 is your answer. Question 3. Subtracting two numbers from each other. You're going to put it into a full method. Always remember to put the biggest number on top. Very, very important. Otherwise, you'll end up with a negative number. And you start subtracting from the smallest digit. So 1 subtracts 8. Can't do because the bottom number is larger than the top number. So we need to borrow from next door. We also call that exchanging. So 3 becomes the 2. And then the 1 becomes an 11. 11 take away 8 is 3. Okay. 2 subtract 7. Can't do. Need to borrow. So 2 becomes a 1. That 2 then becomes a 12. 12 take away 7 is 5. 1 take away 7 you can't do. Again, you need to exchange. So 4 becomes a 3. That 1 becomes an 11. 11 take away 7 is 4. And 3 take away nothing. Just drop that down. So 3,453 is your answer. Okay, multiplying two fractions together. When you multiply two fractions, you multiply the two numerators first. So 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. And then you multiply the two denominators. So 6 multiplied by 5 is 30. So you're left with 20 over 30. Now, you can actually simplify this fraction. Okay, and the way that you do that is by finding the highest common factor of these two numbers. So finding the highest common factor, we need to find all the factors of 20. So 1 multiplied by 20 is one factor pair. 2 multiplied by 10 is another factor pair. Can anything else go in there? Well, I know that 4 multiplied by 5 also equals 20. There's another factor pair. That's as far as I can go. To find the factor pairs of 30, we need to write down 30 here, and then start finding the factors. So 1 multiplied by 30 is obviously 30. 2 multiplied by, what's half of 30? 15. Double 15 is 30. 3, I know we need to multiply 3 by 10 to get 30. Are there any others? 4s? 4s can't go in. 5s, yeah, we know that 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, so there are all the factors of 20 and 30. We now need to find the highest common factor. So which number appears in both factor pairs that is highest? Well, I can see that 1 appears in both. That's a common factor. I can see that 2 does. I can see that 5 definitely does. And I can see that 10 does. Right, okay, so what's the highest of those common factors? Well, I know 10 is. So what I'm now going to do is, I'm going to use 10 and divide the numerator and the denominator by that number. And that will then simplify the fraction to its smallest possible fraction. So, 20 divided by 10 is 2, and 30 divided by 10 is 3. So actually, 20 over 30 can be simplified to 2 over 3. All right? Okay, next question. Long division. So, the way that we do that is looking to see how many 44s are in 3. Well, there are 0. How many 44s in 30? There are 0. How many 44s are in 303? That is when we need to make sure that we use our partitioning method to find the multiples of 44. So as you can see, the highest number that can, from our multiples of 44 that can go into 303 is 264. So what I will need to do is use that number and write it underneath 303, because I'm going to now subtract that number away from 303. Before I do that, I must remember to write how many 44s are in 303. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so then I'm going to now subtract. So I start from the smallest digit. 3 take away 4, can't do. I'm going to borrow. He can't borrow because he hasn't got anything, so he's going to borrow from his next door neighbour. So 3 becomes the 2, the 0 becomes the 10. Now that 3 can borrow, so that 10 becomes a 9, and that 3 becomes a 13. 13 subtract 4 is 9. And then 9 subtract 6 is 3, and 2 subtract 2 is 0. So you are left with 39. Now what you need to do is, you need to drop that 6 right down next to that 39, because 39, remember, was our remainder. So you put that little 39 in short division next to that 6 to make 396. Okay, now I'm going to refer back to my multiples of 44. So I can see how many 44s now are in 396. I haven't gone high enough. So I need to continue my partitioning method. So this column here are going up in 40s. So the next number in the sequence is 320, and the next number in this sequence is 32. Now you can start to see a pattern in each column because these two digits are the same. Okay, so I'm going to add them together. I like to use fancy colours. just to make it clear for myself. So 320 plus 32 is 352. Can we go further? Let's see if we can. So the next number in the sequence is 36. Pop our 0 on because is the tens digit, and then that one here will be 36 as well because there's that pattern, isn't there? Okay, then we're going to add those two numbers together again. Give the next multiple, and 360 plus 36 is 396. Oh, so we have now gone up to 396. So we know that 44 goes into this number equally and does not have any remainders. So we need to count up how many times it goes in and put it on top of our bus stop. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 44 goes into 396 9 times with no remainders. So our answer is 96. Okay, final question. 303 multiplied by 8. Formal method. Start multiplying from the smallest digit. 3 eighths, 24. 8 times 0, nothing, but move the 2 up. And 8 times 3 again is 24. So your answer is 2,424. Pause on this page, just double check that you've got the right answers or not. If you've got any incorrect, go back through my workings. Hopefully they're clear to you. If they're not clear, please make sure that you comment or you message me, and I could do an extra video, or I can point you in the right direction of doing some practice questions. It's completely up to you. But I'm here to support you in any way that I can. Some of them were, the methods are quite long. And remember, the arithmetic paper, you're under a bit of pressure. And it's the quicker test, isn't it? So you've got to make sure that you really get used to the methods so you can get through the paper in enough time to finish. Okay, well done today, guys. Super work, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for another 6. Bye-bye.